That'd be the day.
He died a few hours ago.
What?
How did that happen?
His heart stopped.
No, that's impossible.
Apparently that can happen. No one is touching
Well,
his
no
books.
family is perfect. When their father passes away, 4 grown siblings gather with their collection of husbands, wives, children, and of course, and their grandchildren. Now, together, this crazy family needs to survive each other for 3 days under one roof because, before they spread their father's ashes and part ways again. This is the crux of a new South African film titled 3 Days to Go, which hits the cinemas on the January 25th. It is directed by award-winning producer Bianca Isaac, who has created a career in storytelling with acclaimed drama series such as Umilio, Swartwater, Kruispad and Getroud met Rugby. And her cast includes international Bollywood starlet Lillete Dubey, best known for her roles in captivating movies like Best Marigold Hotel, The Second-Best Marigold Hotel, Karl, and Monsoon Wedding. Gosh. Now, Isaac and Dubey join me now in studio to tell us more about 3 Days to Go. Ladies, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Thank you for having us.
All right, now, Bianca, I'm going to start with you. Give us a brief synopsis of what the film is all about.
So it's about a father who dies, and these 5 siblings, the 4 siblings are forced to come home after being apart for 5 years. And over the course of the weekend, before they have to spread the father's ashes, it becomes all about them and not about the death in the family.
Yeah.
And no one really cares about how the mom is feeling or how each other is feeling. Everyone's selfishness takes precedence, like every family.
Yeah.
And then and then they have to all be broken down before they find their way back to each other.
Jeez, man. Now, Lillete, tell us more about your character, Lakshmi Isaac. What kind of a mother she is to her children?
You know, I want to just qualify something she said, because yesterday at a radio station somebody said, it sounds like a very serious film. I said, it's not.
It does.
Can you imagine a dysfunctional family under pressure, like in a pressure cooker, and things are just, sort of exploding. So it's very funny also. It's funny, it's dramatic, it's emotional. So it's a lot of things. It's not serious, because I don't want to give the impression these kids seem to think it was a terribly serious film. I said, no. It is not serious at all. It's a lovely balance of a lot of things. My character, I like my character very much because she is a mom who has many dimensions. So first you see a very sort of somebody who's grief-stricken, then somebody who's very caring, kind, and slowly you also see she's a very tough mama.
Yeah.
So you see lots of aspects of personality.
Do you see yourself in Lakshmi Isaac?
You know, as an actor, you have to see yourself in everything you play. Okay, it has to. And how that happens is you actually are relating to the emotions. You don't go to the character. What's important is when you play a character, you say, this I felt. I have lost somebody. I love a child. So you recall those emotions. And that's how you start creating that character. Yeah. Because the emotions are what you're connecting to, and what, as an audience, you are going to connect to.
Right.
So of course, there were many aspects of her that I connected to. When I'm tough with my kids, when I'm kind to my kids, when I'm loving, when I scold, and all that.
Now, Bianca, I just love how Lillete, immerses herself in her character. What drew you to her?
To Lillete? Oh my God. Have you not watched Monsoon Wedding? No. So we were looking for an actress to play the mom. And there's nothing, for me, there's nothing like a dream coming true than, having an international actress or someone that you've watched on the screens as a kid growing up.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, darling.
I mean, the part about watching as a child growing up really puts me in my place, in my age, in what vintage I am.
Oh, gosh.
It's okay, I just had grandchildren, so it's fine.
So, and then when I was like, we need Lillete, how are we going to do this? And our casting director, Karl, was like, well, let's try. Let's just contact her. Let's just send the script over and see what she says.
Yeah.
And she said yes. So that was like a dream come true.
Lillete, apart from working with such an amazing director as her, what are the highlights of working on this film?
Well, to begin with, I'm in love with South Africa. I really am. I came here to shoot a Hindi film. in Cape Town almost 10 years ago. And then I have a theatre company, so I have been part of the Shared History Festival, and I have performed at the Joburg Theatre, at the Durban Playhouse, at the Theatre in the Square. So I'm very familiar with coming here. I've had 3 birthdays, strangely, all in South Africa. So there has to be some karmic connection with the country. So that was a very big temptation. Secondly, I love stretching myself a little, you know. So that's why if you see my repertoire work, it will be from big commercial Bollywood movies to independent, very interesting, the first gay movie, for instance, that was ever made in India. It's a beautiful film called My Brother Nikhil. It's a real story. And from there, small independent films to international, big international films to BBC, to Channel 4, to, you know, so I like mixing it all up. I don't like to do the same thing again and again. I get very bored and restless. So I said, okay, let's go to South Africa. Let's shoot with a South African director, South African actors, and it'll be fun. You know, it'll be different. Sure. You know, every time you work with different people, it's like you coming suddenly and working in a studio in Toronto. I mean, you have to calibrate your game again. You can't just be doing the same thing with the different people, the different ways of, styles of working. So for me, that's always fun, and it's always a stretch, you know. It's important if you want to grow. You keep working with different people. I just did an indie film with a whole cast of only female Muslim American actor, directors, DOPs and all that in New York. Right. So that was great fun too. I mean, this was lovely also because it's such a female-oriented film. I like female-oriented films. Female director, female writer. All the female actresses, I mean, the main protagonists are all female, strongly female. So, and I like the script very much. I like the role very much. So, and it was South Africa. I mean, what's there not to like?
And the content is quite captivating, eh?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I think Bianca, you did very well in terms of cast selection, in terms of the content, and it's basically a fun film to watch.
It's a fun film, but it's got things to say in a very, very subtle manner. Sure. And it's not just only fun. And I think the best thing about it is it's very realistic and it is very universal.
All right. Ladies, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Well, writer and director of the film 3 Days to Go, Bianca Isaac, and international Bollywood starlet Lillete Dubey, which hits cinemas nationwide on the 25th of January. Let's go for an ad break now.
So much, then why do we stay together?
Maybe that's why you're scared to marry me.
What?
I'm just scared, Belinda.